welcome to my YouTube channel, Simply Shev, where we talk about all things natural hair, including my own natural hair journeys, DIY. That is 6 things that broke off my natural hair. We are here on this channel on a natural hair journey, all about growing out our natural hair as healthy as possible. And, maybe one day we'll reach the length that we want to reach, but the overall goal is health. Talking about these things like broken my hair off might give you some ideas of what not to do, although you are welcome to try whatever style you want with your natural hair and to see what works for you. But these things, I tried them with my hair and they didn't work. Well, the first one is rubber bands. Goes without saying, there's been a trend lately of actually doing lots of rubber band hairstyles on your hair. And whilst they are very pretty and they can hold your hair for a while, you've got to realize that they do pull your hair, and you get those white bobs coming when you have got breakage from them, and they have given me a lot of damage. I tried some of those rubber band hairstyle. Also, my hair would get tangled around it due to the nature of my hair. My coily hair will be twirling around that elastic band, and when I pull that elastic band out, my hair would also come out. So that's the first on my list. Rubber bands. There are alternatives. You can get some thread, African thread, to do some of these styles. So you can look for alternatives if you want to achieve some of these bubbly styles that are now in. So there are alternatives to using rubber band, and there are also different types of rubber band. So you do want to go ahead and check those out. And I just decided that, that's not a styling option for me at the moment. But if I want to look cute, I will look for alternatives such as the African thread. Okay, so the next on my list is Ghana braids, and Ghana braids was such a trend, when I was in my 20s. I just couldn't, living in London and seeing it everywhere, I just couldn't pass it up. And it's a very neat style. Your hair is looking very, very neat when it's done, and it could potentially last 3 months and still look neat due to the way the cornrows are done. It's a very special technique, and not everyone can really master this to do it well. In London, where you have a lot of Ghanaians and Nigerians in the show, could get some really good stylists to do Ghana braids. And so I went along, wanted to be on trend, and I tried Ghana braids. I managed to incur really bad damage to the side of my hair, and I believe that that's irreversible. Now I'm trying to treat it with a Veda, but right at the sides you can see that it does pull to get the first grip of that cornrow, twirls a lot of hair onto it, and the style, a lot of it is just going back. It started going backwards, and there was just a lot of tension on my temples and all around the edges of my hair, and I really had a bad breakage, which I thought was irreversible, but I am getting back some growth from it. So that's the second thing, Ghana braids. That said, there are other cornrows you can do, or you can actually be vocal to your stylist and just let them know that you don't style your hair too often. These were so uncomfortable I couldn't even sleep. I had to wet them a few times just to get some ease off of these cornrows, but they did do irreparable damage, I feel, to the side of my hair. So that's the second thing that I won't be doing to my natural hair in a hurry. The third thing is ponytails, and who doesn't like a good ponytail, right? They are cute, they are quick, and they're all of those good things. However, as you can see in this style, it really does pull round again to your edges and really causes damage if not done properly. Now you can, of course, decide to do it loose, but you're not going to get that same sleek down look. I have just decided that because I've incurred so much damage from doing ponytails, it's just not really a styling option I'm going to do on a day-to-day, and I really do save these for special occasions. So if you are doing ponytails, be careful of your edges, because you can end up with no edges at all. I've seen ladies with ponytails and there is literally no hair around and because it's pulling all the way to the top of your hair, you've got the potential to lose damage going all the way around your hair, which means that, after a while you will no longer be able to wear ponytails because you will have no edges at all. So just be careful if you are using ponytails as a styling option, that it might break your natural hair. Once again, this is my personal list, and if this is your styling option, this is your signature style, obviously, don't take this advice. But if you are trying to grow your natural hair and, you want to take this into consideration, please do feel free to do that. The next thing is heat damage, right? And I've talked to you that I'm not afraid to use heat on my natural hair. I'm not heat averse, and I have styled my hair before by doing it bone straight, especially when I wanted to do those measurements, and I have incurred heat damage. Heat damage is irreparable, and there's no amount of products I can tell you I'm going to fix heat damage. Your hair is just permanently damaged, and it's just about finding a way of just growing it out with cutting it. You're going to have to cut off that heat damage, and that's what I have to do, and that cut set me back quite a pace. But they broke my hair off, and that's what this list is. I've told you what's done it to mine, and if you're currently doing this to your hair, you're not using the right styling tool. My current flat iron is a Phi iron. I've had it over 8 years. It's not broken. It was really expensive, so my the number 3 natural tip that I always give to everyone is invest in a good flat iron. If you're gonna iron your hair, do get make sure it is 100% ceramic so that you don't incur any damage. So that's the way I can still straighten my hair. So I do straighten it for length check, but I don't go for bone straight, knowing that that kind of goes against the characteristics of my hair. And so you can not damage your hair by using good straighteners. So do find either Chi or Fi. Those are the two brands that I recommend, and they're spelled CHI or FHI. They are available here in the UK, or you can get them shipped from America. The next thing goes without saying, we all know this, right? Dryness. And dryness can come from just being busy, right? So sometimes we're just too busy to give our hair the moisturizing that it needs, and then our hair becomes too dry, and as a result breaks off. So you want to just be on your moisturizing routine. Set that. I always say that, you know, put your hair moisturizer where your toothbrush and toothpaste is, and let that become a routine and a habit, because really dry hair your hair is so much percentage of water. It really does need water, and if you've got no moisturizer, no expensive products, good old water itself is great. Just, you know, if you've got hair like mine, I tend to just make it a little bit warm. So as it's coming out of the tap, I tend to use the hot tap or the warm tap, and I just give my hair a good old, wet, and that's fine as moisturizer. You can see that in with an inexpensive products such as, your petroleum-based products or some olive oil, and there you are, moisturized hair. But really, if your hair is dry and breaking, you're not going to see much progress, and your hair will break off. So do try to moisturize your hair, and it doesn't need to be expensive, although if you do have those expensive conditioners, that will work as well. Hope you're finding this list helpful. Do go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It would really mean a lot to me. I'm making so much videos for you all. I hope you're enjoying them, especially on growing out your natural hair, because that's what you said on the poll, that's what you wanted. So I'll be dwelling on this topic a while, and hopefully you are getting some benefits. So do go ahead, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications so that you know when I post, and share it with a friend or anyone you think that may benefit. Give me a like to let me know how I'm doing. Thank you so much. And so I've also talked on my channel about crochet braids. Crochet braids has helped me to reach a good length of hair. It's so convenient, I can get them done in an hour and a half. But not putting your crochet braids in properly can be very damaging to your hair, and I've done so, especially in certain styles, right? So a lot of this has to do with the way we cornrow our hair to actually put the crochet braid in the first place. So you want to look at your braid pattern. You want to ensure that a braid is not too tight. And then for the style that you're going to do, because I do try to do a pattern where I can also wear my hair in a ponytail, when you are pulling that hair in a ponytail, be conscious that your hair is already under a lot of pressure. Being cornrow, that's one style, and then having the crochet braid on top of it is another pressure that's on your hair. So do be careful then that your hair is a bit more fragile, because there's a lot going on, and I incurred a lot of damage with crochet braids. Once again, at the side of my hair, I still do crochet braids, and these are in fact crochet braids, but I've learned how to do my cornrows underneath loose. That's going to mean that my style doesn't last as long as it probably could, but it does mean that I have my edges, and I really do want to keep those edges. So that is it. That's my list of 6 things that broke off my natural hair. Hopefully you found this list useful. Rubber bands, Ghana braids, ponytails, heat damage, and crochet braid. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Hope you found some value in it. Have a blessed day.